host, Will. On this episode, we're going to be just a little bit shorter. I got a few things I want to talk about today. First and foremost is everything that's going on in the NBA. My problem with the NBA is that all the things that they got going on with the social justice warriors, the stuff on their jerseys, Black Lives Matter on the ground, on the floor, on the court. I have a problem with everything they got going on over there. Case in point, number one, they talk about wanting to have justice in the world for people that are oppressed. All right, we got LeBron James, AD, and you got quite a few others. Not to mention you got Colin Kaepernick. All of them guys, the millionaires, billionaires, are talking about how oppressed their race is. Now, hey, don't get it twisted. I understand what oppression is. I've seen it where I come from, North Carolina, Charlotte, downtown. I've seen things that I didn't want to see. My dad was a cop for 20 years. He's seen things he didn't want to see. I understand. I've seen it. I didn't. I grew up in an area where we didn't have a whole lot of money. I was in the same area as a lot of other people were. And there's times we didn't have a pot to piss in or when to throw it out. Same as our neighbors, black, white, Hispanic, whatever. So I understand there are those oppressed, but the problem is LeBron James is not one of them. All right, he's the type of person that he's going to sit out there. He's going to talk to you guys about everything that it's told to him, but he's not going to tell you anything he's ever dealt with. Because the man's over $500 million. He's about there towards $1 billion. Worth over $500 million. You ain't going to tell me one damn time that man has been oppressed. I don't even think he can even remember the last time he had a problem with race. Me, personally, I seen it, lived it, know what it's like. I mean, he may have felt it up until his 18th birthday when he was able to sign with the Cleveland Cavaliers after he was drafted. But after that, man's never seen a hard time in his life. Never will. His kids probably won't ever have to deal with the hard times. So I understand how things can spiral out of control when you have problems like this. LeBron James is not the person you need to help you with it. All right, he's not out there. He's not in the streets. Even though he may want you to think he is, he's not the man you think he is. He is a millionaire, almost a billionaire, $500 million over. Yeah, these guys aren't the SJW stuff. It's kind of ridiculous. They're pretty much hypocrites, right? Let's go with this. They have a huge deal with China. Where do you think all their merchandise comes from? China. Shoes come from China. Jerseys come from China. A lot of the other things the NBA uses. Hell, they even go over there and play games in China. All right, those guys, the guys, their own people, the Chinese and the guys in Hong Kong. Those guys are really being oppressed, right? They're taking their kids. They put them on a one-child limit, and if they have more than one child, guess what they do with them? They take them. They take them, give them somebody else. If not, they will come and take the kids. They will. They actually have legalized, or they actually have government sanctioned abortions, just so these guys will not keep reproducing. Why? Because they don't want people to do what they want. They want to control you. China is all about control. What do you think they're doing right now? They're controlling the U.S. by the NBA. The NBA is not talking about this. The NBA is not even thinking about it. You know why? Because they don't want to kill the cash cow that they got coming in. Okay, let's talk about the cash cow. Hundreds of millions of dollars, billions of dollars come in from China. Why? Because that's obviously, like I said a minute ago, that's where they get a lot. 90% of what they get from through the NBA is through China. So NBA, they don't want anything. They don't want any bad press from China. So they pretty much bow down and kiss the butt of the Chinese people. Hey, I don't have any problem with the Chinese people. I think they're good people. Hell, I think any and everybody that has a pulse in America or everywhere are good people. But you got some people in China, a lot of the higher ups, they don't want people to have rights. They're taking their rights on a daily basis. When China took over Hong Kong, they took the same thing. They took all their human rights. They have no human rights. If people try to protest, they send them to internment camps. Kind of like how the Nazis used to do before then, right? Well, what they used to do to the Jewish people. Send them to internment camps. If they didn't torture them, they killed them. So, yeah, that's kind of like what China's doing right now. China also has a problem with anybody that doesn't like their religion. They got Catholics, and they also got Muslims that they're Chinese that are actually practice Judaism or practice Muslim beliefs. They got those guys in camps too. So you can't do anything that they don't want you to do, because they're worse. America, home of the free, home of the brave, and you're free, right? China, nobody's free. There's no freedom there. They screw all. They pretty much take any and everything a person has, and they pretty much control any and everything over there. Control the laws. They control how people act. They control how people talk. If they have anything negative to say, they come up missing. So that's the problem with China. And the NBA is not going to say anything about it. They're not going to kill their cash cow, because that's, like I said, they get millions and billions of dollars from them, and that's the problem. ESPN, Fox Sports 1, they're not going to tell you anything, because they are complicit along with the NBA channel, NBA network. They're not going to say nothing, because, like I said, cash cow, they'll kill that, and they don't want that to happen. So what I want to do on this channel is I'm trying to make sure that I'm doing a lot of what other channels don't do. They call out the BS that a lot of actual your normal media, sports media. They're not here to call out the NBA on their hypocrisy. They're not here to talk about NFL and their hypocrisy, because they're just as complicit as anybody else. They get their jerseys. They get a lot of they get all the shoes, cleats, and everything. Where do you think they come from? Comes from China. You got to think they don't want to kill where the money comes from, or else they're not going to let them have it. So yeah, like I said, on this channel, I'm going to be doing a lot of what other people won't do. I've seen one other channel on YouTube that's taking these guys head on, Outkick Network. Hey man, I want to be there right there with them. I want to show that they're not the only ones on this platform that can show the BS that the liberal media, through the NBA, ESPN, FS1, all those guys. I want to show them. I want to show you their BS they keep telling you about. So, if you like what you see from this, I urge you to go over to Patreon. Patreon, All Pro Sports TV on Patreon. I'll leave a link below so you guys can go over there. $1.99 a month. You can do, you can do $1 a month. You can do $2 a month. And you guys will personally get messages, videos from me. I will talk to you guys. Actually, I believe I'm going to do in September, starting in September, I'm going to do a once a week show on there, where we will be talking. I will be interacting with any and everybody that wants to do it. Like I said, All Pro Sports TV at Patreon. I'll leave a link, like I said. Get over there, help me out. If you like what I do here, if you want to see more, go over there. $1 a month, $2 a month, whatever you want to do. It's greatly appreciated. If you can't afford it, it's okay. Let me know. Be glad to help you guys out with getting you everything you need. So, another thing I wanted to talk about will be Dak versus Dallas. Here's the problem with Dak versus Dallas. If they had a problem, if Dallas ever thought Dak Prescott was going to be their man going forward, he never would have made it to year 4 of their contract. He wouldn't have made it. Like what happened to Carson Wentz, Jared Goff, what they do? Before 2 years, they had 2 years left on their contract, which they extended them over 100. I think I want to say 120 million guaranteed right up front. 5 years, 5 years added on top of what they had. So it's basically about 7 years. About a 7-year contract. Look at Patrick Mahomes. 2 years left on his deal. Man's going to get over $500 million in the next 12 years. It's a 10-year contract, but he still has to honor the 2 years he had left on the contract he had before. So pretty much he's going to be a Kansas City Chief for life. Something he's interested in. He went with it. Now he's a part owner of the Kansas City Royals. Hey, man, life's great for him, right? Kansas City knew. Obviously, he took them to a Super Bowl, but here we go. Dak Prescott has not, I don't know. I mean, I think he's a really good quarterback. Is he better than Andy Dalton? Yes. Is he better than Patrick Mahomes? No. No. Nobody would ever be able to say that he was actually any better than Mahomes. He's a good quarterback. He's going to be a good quarterback to take you far. Super Bowl contender? Perennial Pro Bowler? Probably. Will he win you some more titles, conference titles? Yes. Will he be a Super Bowl contender? I doubt it. That's just because it's Dallas, man. They haven't been relevant since, what? Early 2000, late 90s, early 2000s, they haven't been relevant. Ever since Tony Romo took over, they haven't been worth crap. Now, Dallas Cowboy fan, couldn't care less, but still, we got to look at what's going on. Jerry Jones said in 2018, Hammond Stevens said in 2018, that at the combine in 2018, that Dak, if he wants to stay, he's going to have to give him a discount. Okay. When you think Jerry Jones goes into contract negotiations with any of the sponsors they've got, do you think that Pepsi comes in here and say, hey man, we love to be on your stuff, but you got to give us a discount? Jerry Jones would be out the door fast, man. He's the type of person who don't mess around when it comes to contract negotiations. So I don't know why it is he thinks Dak Prescott should take a haircut. I mean, he paid DeMarcus Lawrence top dollar for his position, and last year had a down year. You had all the linemen, and those guys paid top dollar. Not great years, good years, not great years. They're not all at the top of their pay grade. They're there, but they're not tops. Then you got last year you had Zeke Elliott. He's paid top dollar for running backs. Is he top running back? I don't know. I tend to want to say Saquon Barkley is. I think he's more of a 3-4 yards here and there. He'll break off a good 80-yarder, but he's more of a pounder. He's got some good in between tackle maneuvers, but he's a better running back. Now, Zeke Elliott, he'll run you a couple good plays here, break off another 40-50 yarder, but he's the same way. But then again, my money for the best running back is going to be on Saquon Barkley. I like Chubb better from Cleveland. I think he's going to be a more well-rounded back. That's just my take on that one. But with Dallas, yeah, I don't believe they have any. I don't think they're going to think that Dak Prescott's going to take them as far down the road as they thought that he would. They had the 4 years. Me personally, if you haven't figured it out within the second year, you're not going to get what you're looking for. They got a fourth round pick, $2.1 million, I believe, is what his full salary was, and they got a hell of a deal. A fourth round pick, rookie of the year. As a fourth round pick of rookie of the year, he's kind of pretty. He's not bad. I mean, he's no Tom Brady. Tom Brady was an undrafted pick, right? You see how well that turned out. Am I saying that Dak Prescott's going to be as good as Tom Brady? No. But does he have a shot? I believe he does. I think he's better than what they got now with Andy Dalton. I think they signed on him to try to get Dak in a hurry to sign a new contract, but it pretty much backfired on him. He's not going to do it. There you go. Do I think he'll be playing in Dallas after this year, after the 2020 season? No. I think because they got him for $31 million this year. If they tag him again next year, it's $38 million. That's almost 20% of the cap. Now next year the cap's going to go down. It's not going to go up at 15 to 20% like it has over the last 8 years, almost 10 years. It's not going to do that. It's going to go down next year, all because of the pandemic, not being able to have fans. If they do have fans, they're not selling out. I guarantee that's not going to happen. So they got to wonder. Like I said, is Dak going to be in Dallas after the 2020 season? I don't think so. Then again, you never know. But I do believe that Jerry and Stephen Jones have burned that bridge. I don't believe he's going to be back after this year unless they really come at him with some big time money, which I don't see it. He'll be going elsewhere. Who knows? I can't wait to see what happens with this. It should be a really, really good show this year. I can't wait for the NFL season to start because we got baseball right now. I don't watch NBA because it should be called NBA. It should be called the NCAA, the National China League. National China Association, that's what I believe it should be called. I'm going to refer it now as the NCAA, National China Association, not basketball. We don't worry about basketball. We worry about China now. I can't wait to get this NFL season going. Can't wait to see what we got going on here. If there's anything you guys want to talk about, please comment down below. Tell me what you think. I'd love to hear what it is. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe to these videos. And like I said, please, if you like what you see on this channel, please head over to Patreon. Let me know what it is you want to do. If you want to do $1, you want to do $2, whatever it is. What I want to do is I want to bring you guys the sports, what you need to hear, what you want to hear. I don't want to bring you. I'm not bringing you what everybody wants you to hear. I'm telling you what you want to hear, and that's what it is. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. This is not a sugarcoating station. It's not a sugarcoating YouTube channel. This is going to be a channel that's going to go. I'm going to go up on a weekly schedule with my take. My take is going to be on Wednesday and Sunday night. I'm getting a little late on this. I'm getting late on this one because I had a few things come up on Wednesday. So tonight we're going to bring this in. Starting Sunday night, we're going to get another my take. I'm going to give you my take on LeBron James. The whole backstory with him and President Trump. I'm going to give you my take on that. Come back on Sunday night. If not, if it doesn't go on Sunday night, Monday afternoon, I'll make sure it's on there. Like I said, head to Patreon. Anything helps, gets this channel over that way to anybody. They can get whatever the heck they want out of this. I'm going to be coming right at you. I'm going to bring you the facts, whether people want to hear it or not. You're going to have those fanboys of the NBA. You're going to be all mad about it. But then again, hey, you're going to have the fanboys of people that want to hear the truth. That's what I'm about. I can't wait to get you more and more truth. And I'll catch you in the next one.